Well, upgraded the firmware on my camera. Hopefully the time is set correctly now. And come out for an afternoon fly. Did some work around my house. Had to, a little wind blowing towards us. Had to do some work on my travel trailer. And got a power converter in there, and there's a component in there. I heard buzzing away the last time I was out, and I'm like, well, that ain't good. So I went out and I pulled the batteries out, cleaned up the terminals on them, sent it over to, took the batteries over to the local Discount Auto Parts, had them put their load test on it. There's nothing wrong with the batteries. Cleaned up the terminals and put a load on my 12 volt system. Basically everything above your waist is 12 volt on a travel trailer.
12.1 volts.
So I put some pressure on the charging system, and we didn't like it at all. So got the book out on the trailer, and luckily when they built the thing, they made a notation of every part they put in it, including the power converter. Basically it takes 12 volts from my batteries, and actually it'll work without batteries, and gives you you know, from the 120 volts that come in, or the batteries, whichever one it switches to, provides you 12 volt. So it's dead. And poked around and poked around. It looks like Amazon has the best prices. Can you believe it? So it'll be here Wednesday, and I'll reinstall it. It doesn't look like it's a big deal. Put a new LP gas tank in the trailer. Got it ready for camping on the 27th of December through the, I don't know, the 5th, 4th. Let's see. The 1st is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Carrying it home on the 4th. So got that done. Did some work for the agency today. I'm acting lieutenant, and I had to do an audit on a piece of personnel equipment, and it's done, which makes me happy. I have one more guy who's going to be coming by this evening. We'll make sure all his stuff's squared away.
Volts.
So let's see how this does without the stabilizer in the wind. I like testing it.
7 minutes.
Noel, glad you got your big project done, and man, you can take a breath and then hit the ground running again. I think is what's happening to you.
3.9 volts.
Yeah, you brought it to my attention. I should have ran it by you because I'm just not up on all this shit. You noticed that I bought a CMOS camera, a little articulating pan and zoom camera, pan and tilt camera, rather than a CCD camera, and as such it's less quality, and you know, it was an impulse buy, I guess. So I plugged in the name of the camera, and Bruce Simpson had gave it basically a thumbs down back in 12, which is hilarious. And I'm probably repeating myself on an earlier video on this. However, an update to that is I took and went to surveil zone. Some guy, I forget the Sony camera, but it's basically a Mac Daddy little Sony camera that everybody likes to use. A little smaller in dimensions than the camera that I've got for the tilt and pan. but it should fit anyway, and then I'll just put some 3M tape on the back and make it happen. This thing's flying fine without the stabilizer, which is good. Probably when it's best is when you're landing. So I went ahead and ordered the $35 Surveil Zone camera. It'll be here in 7 to 20 days.
5 minutes.
Which means it'll be here in 2 weeks.
11.6 volts.
In the meantime, I can dick with the other stuff and just get it working. Yeah, that Fox Glider guy, I think that's the camera he was talking about. And I've been seeing that number, whichever it is, around a bunch. Not model number, but. So all happy about that. I've just about got everything I need for Christmas and then some.
Volts.
Little loop-de-loop, which this thing is kind of pretty much not made for. It's a scale flyer.
4 minutes.
Need to adjust that thing when you give it up, because it causes the nose to go up. Oh yeah, I remember last time I was fucking around with this thing about. I didn't hit myself or come close like Jonesy did, but. Okay, maybe a little closer than what I like.
8 volts.
That must be my other officer who needs to come see me. We'll look at that here in a minute. Well, the sun shines just right on this thing out here in the afternoon. You can see it really well. So yeah, I got a guy doing a Fox Glider with FPV, which is pretty damn cool. But that relegates you just to field flying, although I can fly a greater distance. Well, I say I can fly a greater distance. Fly a great distance here. Said one of the problems is you get lost. That's why return to home is so nice. And that's making me wonder, man, you know, I could just put one of the, I got a APM card just sitting there because I don't fly that big beast anymore. I feel like I'll be sorry if I pull the beast down for this, but hey, whatever. Thought about buying a little DVR and hooking it up to my Fat Sharks to just tape what I see, which would be pretty damn cool. My neighbor, I went to come down here, and he had parked his truck
2 minutes.
in front of the little road that we come down here with, and he's just so damn nice. He heard me pulling out, and he came out and moved his truck and said, "Barry, you don't need to do that. I could walk." No, I could walk. And he goes, no. I said, "Barry, you know why I didn't move out of this neighborhood when I paid my house off and bought a McMansion? It's you people."
3.8 volts.
Well, they're just so damn nice. You know, my very next door neighbor, I said, "Hey, listen, I can't get my travel trailer in with any type of ease because of the, I'd have to cut down a tree to do it. And can I put my fence in your yard?" Yeah, I need to go ahead and flip that thing back and stabilize. She goes, "Well, sure, Brian, you can put your fence in my yard. I mean, you know, we didn't have to draw up a contract or
11.3 volts.
no bitching, griping, or raising hell." She just says, "Yeah, put your
1 minute.
put your fence in my yard." Just a wonderful neighbor, just absolutely wonderful. Maybe I'm doing a little crosswind landing here, maybe. Yeah, we'll just motor it back over.
3.8 volts.
Alright, I did you and me a favor and decided not to.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.